Playoff fever in the air. It's the first of 4 this weekend. Off we go in the divisional round. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hook.
Williams going to throw on the first play. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Williams to throw on second down. That's caught. Trey Palmer. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Ready up.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
In motion now is White. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
On the zone read, it's a give to Wright. Good blocking to the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown Titans. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Crowd begins with a pass.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll let this one rip. Looking for Watson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stroud. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They'll go. It's Stroud. That is hard. Down the field. He's got it. Not only do they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up 4th down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on second down, Williams going for it all to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Wes Watkins going to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. He'll get this out wide. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
On play action, Stroud. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with
big opening up the middle. Inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Titans looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now, Watkins on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. That's hard. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It is a big-time play for Houston. 31 yards. On first and 10, here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. To throw is Stroud. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's set to go now on first and 10. off the play fake. Here's Stroud. To the goal line and in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Houston. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Oilers get back in it. It is 21-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
On first down, a run for Wright. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Seven Pirates. Sack.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back. And I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's going to pick up a Titans first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Williams to the air once more. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. A shotgun handoff to Wright. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score again. Jalen Wright. Touchdown Titans. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They'll go play action with Stroud. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Stroud to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown Oilers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run with Wright. He's got room to the 45. 20, 15. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Pass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Titans add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Why, Tony.
The man in motion is Watson. On 2nd down, Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
It is a big-time play for Houston. A pickup of 44 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here now, second down and goal. Now, faking the give. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one complete downfield to Walker. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go. Hey, uno.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Why Tony? Hey, uno more. Ah, we're done. Look at hot. 11. Right to Texas. Okay.
Here's Stroud. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. And back to it here. The third quarter underway.
South. Here we go. Hey, uno. Pucky.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Why Tony? All right. Hey, uno more. Look at hot.
On play action, Stroud. That one on target to Watson. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. Back to throw, Stroud. He'll look deep, left sideline.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
A second down throw for Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
South. All right. Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw here on first down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
Look at hot. All right.
Off the play fake, here's Stroud. That is caught. What a throw. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Point after, coming up here. He knocks it through. And the Oilers are able to edge a bit closer.
42, Oilers 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Going right sideline and complete. A pickup there of 13. First down for Tennessee.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A carry here for Wright. Finding space at the 15. And he's going to be taken down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. In motion comes Walker. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Jalen Wright, touchdown Tennessee. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Look the hot.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Checking it down, this one is caught. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. A gain of 11 there, as the decision to go for it pays off. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Why, Tony? Hey, uno Mars.
On 2nd down, Stroud. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Oh, ready? Look the hot. 11.
Now Stroud. He'll check this down to the running back. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll take a shot for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And right to the 25-yard line. That is enough for the 1st down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going. Throwing is Stroud. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, south.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Hey.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And that is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On the ground, this is right. He'll have a yard or two up to about the 16. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's taken down up past the 35.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Head up. This is right. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. A wide-open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 54 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies. But he is going to come up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Never a doubt on that sideline. The offense stays out, and they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Titans. Bass's kick is good. And the Titans stretch things out even further. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, Stroud. He's going to let this one go deep. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide that'll hold them to a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They run again with Wright. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Okay, ready?
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Ready? Go!
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And a good return here. He is out of bounds, up past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Hey, uno more. Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
The man in motion is Watson. Now, faking the give. Now, he'll air one out. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Third and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Look the hot. 11.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got a man. That's Watson. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
Hey, south. Hey, uno.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
All right. Buggy. Why Tony?
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. Let's go. Look the hot.
Stroud going to set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
Uno.
On fourth down, Stroud. He's got his man complete to Johnson. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Oilers cut into the lead a little bit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And the defense has it.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
First and 10 now from the 36. They go to a knee, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game. It's a win here for the Titans. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. They'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the Conference Championship game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X